Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. We'll be doing yet another long-term review, and this time around we have the first foldable smartphone from OnePlus, the OnePlus Open. Now, OnePlus Open was launched in October 2023 as the flagship device or the first foldable device of OnePlus, and this packed a really good hardware. And in terms of pricing as well, it was lower priced compared to other foldable devices. In fact, it was priced at almost 1,40,000 rupees in India. Now, after almost 1 year and 2 months, approximately the device is now available for 1 lakh rupees. That's 99,999 on Amazon. So how good is the device for this price segment? And we have been using this device almost a year now, and my experience using this, I am using right now this with a dual SIM card. So there are 2 SIM cards. So we'll talk about our experience using this device in the last 1 year and how has it held up as a really good flagship foldable smartphone. So let's begin. So before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So first, let's talk about the design language. Now, when it was launched, it was one of the really compact foldable devices. Because a couple of things. One is that the cover screen is actually a very usable display on this device, so that makes it really impressive. And also the thickness and the weight distribution was well maintained, almost around 240 grams, and with just 5.8 mm in thickness, and folded thickness is less than actually 1.2 centimeter. It makes it a really good device in terms of design language. So it is pretty good to hold, and even with one hand you can navigate the device, because the thickness is not that high and the weight distribution is also very good, and the build quality is really superb. In fact, OnePlus has claimed that the display hinge is really good for almost like 5-6 years of usage, so that makes the durability aspects also good. And in fact, in our 1 year of usage, there has been absolutely no issues whatsoever, and it has worked really well in terms of display experience, the design, the curved display, the folding aspect also works very well. Absolutely no issues with the hinge, and the overall in-hand experience is superb, and the build quality as usual is really good. And you get the USB Type-C port, dual SIM card support, and then we have a really large camera unit at the back, and the back panel is also premium with OnePlus logo. You can see that the chrome finishing all around, making it a really premium device in terms of design and build quality. And if you look at the design or rather the build quality, even after 1 year of usage, in fact the last 6 months we haven't used the case on this device. The first 6 months we have used the case, and almost the last 6 to 7 months we have not used the case, and even with that there has been no scratches picked up on the display nor at the edges and corners. It's really good in terms of build quality, fit and finish, and looks really great. Now next, let's talk about the display. Now this is one of the highlights of the device, because generally the cover displays, when foldables were launched, the cover displays were not that usable and you had to open the main display or the primary display all the time. But that's not the case with the OnePlus Open. The 6.7 inches display on the cover display is really good. In fact, both the displays are equally good. Both are 2K displays. You get a 7.8 inches primary display. It's a 2K AMOLED display, LTPO 3.0, 120 Hz refresh rate, peak brightness of 2800 nits, 100% DC P3 color gamut, 97% sRGB values. It's a really brilliant display out there, and you hardly feel the foldable screen here. You don't see any crease on the display. That makes it really good, unlike Samsung, which has a very big crease. The crease on the OnePlus Open is very minimal, and you don't actually feel when using the device. Now the same is the case with the cover display. It's the same display what you get. It's a 2K AMOLED panel, 120 Hz refresh rate, LTPO 3.0, 2800 nits of peak brightness. Again, the same specification, so that makes the cover display even better than other flagship devices out there. So display quality is superb, and in the last 1 year or so, almost all of my travel, when I go for the events, the launch events of other phones, I make sure that I carry the OnePlus Open, because this is one of the best devices for travel, because you can watch movies, the battery life is good. We'll come back to that. So this has been one of my best companion in terms of travel, because I usually go for around 3 hours plus flight journeys, and for that watching movies is a really good experience on this device. Now coming to the software. Now this comes with Oxygen OS, as the name indicates. OnePlus obviously has Oxygen OS, and this came with Oxygen OS 13. And as soon as the OS 14 was released towards the end of 2023, this device got the update around December or so. The Android 14 update came in, and now it is expecting the Android 15 update. Probably in December 2024, the Android 15 update would be rolled out along with OS 15. Now, the software experience is also really good. There are really useful features included, including the split screen option, then some tablet or other the foldable options are also included. The software experience is really good, and OnePlus OS is tuned for the foldable experience, and it's definitely good, and you hardly see any sort of issues or hiccups. The overall multitasking experience is also really good, and even with software updates and patches, there has been no issues whatsoever in the last 1 year of usage. Now next, let's talk about the performance. Now, the OnePlus Open was launched with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Back then, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 was not available. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 GB of storage. Now, this is the LPDDR5X RAM, USF 4.0 storage support, and 16 gigabyte variant is available. That's the only variant, 16 and 512, and the performance is solid. It's definitely one of the foldable device where you can play really good games, because it's again a really powerful chip, and absolutely no hiccups. Even the heating issues, we barely saw any heating issues on this device. So it's a stellar device in terms of performance. And multitasking, as I said before, there are a lot of options included for multitasking and better usage of the software experiences. So that makes the device really good in terms of performance. And OnePlus has optimized the software to give you great performance as well. So performance is solid, and there has been absolutely no degradation in terms of performance over the last 1 year. It has remained the same. So that's one good thing. We would say OnePlus has done really well. This device comes with dual SIM card support, 5G support, all those things are included. In terms of audio experience, this device comes with triple speakers, which is really loud, and as I said before, the multimedia experience is really impressive on this device. Now next, let's talk about the cameras. Now in terms of camera, you get a triple camera setup. The primary 48 megapixel Sony Light 808 sensor, and then you get optical image stabilization. The secondary is a 64 megapixel OmniVision telephoto lens, 3x optical zoom, up to 6x hybrid zoom, and up to 120x zoom is there. Then you get another 48 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Then in terms of the selfie experience, you get two selfie cameras. The one on the front, the cover display is 20 megapixel, and then you get a 32 megapixel camera as well. So the cameras are pretty good in terms of hardware. Both the front and the rear camera can record 4K videos. Here are some samples we have taken with this device. It's really good for a flagship device. It may not be the best quality camera you get regular devices, but it's really good in terms of overall experience. You hardly feel any sort of issues with the camera. It's we have in fact taken we covered a lot of family functions and events with this camera, and the cameras have come really well. So these are some samples we have taken with this device. Personally, I like the camera a lot. In fact, it might not be the best out there comparing with the Xiaomi 14 series or the Vivo's X series or the Samsung's S24 Ultra, but believe me, this has a good capable camera which won't disappoint in any way. So that's the camera experience of the OnePlus Open. Now coming to the battery, it comes with around 4800 milliampere battery, and it's a dual cell battery. It supports 67 watt charging. The charging speed is also quite good, although the 80 watt or 100 watt SuperVOOC is not included. It still comes with 67 watt charging. It's a decent charging speed, I would say, and the 4800 milliampere battery is one of the best in terms of experience. The foldable experience is really good, solid battery life. Even with a dual SIM card running, the battery life is equally good comparing to a regular smartphone, even with a larger display. So we can easily get through a day of usage, because when I travel to Delhi, I use the device for watching movies up and down, and then even then you can easily get through 1 day of battery life on this device. So battery life is stellar on the OnePlus Open. So that was my experience with the OnePlus Open. So after 1 year, I would still recommend the OnePlus Open if you're looking for a flagship foldable smartphone around the 1 lakh rupees. Now it's priced 99,999 on Amazon. It's still a great value if you're looking for a foldable smartphone, because most of the premium flagship foldable smartphones are almost 1.5 lakh rupees. So this really great device in terms of experience, be it the display, the software experience, the performance, the cameras, and the battery life is also good. The only one probably the downside I had with this device is that there is no in-display fingerprint scanner. It's not a major issue, but then the side mounted fingerprint scanner is kind of fast in terms of unlocking, but occasionally if you hold the device it starts to unlock and it says that the fingerprint is not recognized, because I use thumb as my fingerprint. So when you use the device like this, you have to register multiple fingers, and you occasionally keep accidentally keep on the fingerprint scanner, and in turn it locks out. So that's the only issue I had, but otherwise it's a solid device. Apart from this, you can also say that there is no wireless charging included. For a phone in this price segment, wireless charging should have been there, and it also comes with just IPX4 rating. There is just water or rather splash resistant. It's not water resistant like Samsung's Fold. So those are two features maybe missing in the premium category. And if you're looking for a foldable device right now, I would highly recommend the OnePlus Open. With all the features it brings it's a totally value for money flagship foldable smartphone. So that was my experience. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.